You're listening to the Console Drones Gamer Talk podcast with your hosts, Prodigy.
I got another fucking 3 weeks to start carving my bushes into elephants and shit and make it look like Disneyland.
Wow, that just got really weird.
Deuce.
Running around with a pink fucking 725. I don't care if you're a girl gamer or what. Stop it! It's fucking annoying. Son of a bitch.
Demonic.
Tune in next week and John will be going over his bracket with us. Fuck yeah, fuck you, Chris.
The Joker.
You guys donated all the wood. And I'd like to see you lick it. Hey, somebody's like, who was making that rubbing noise all night? I was like, oh, it was me.
Sarah, you're right, Miguel. It looks just like the Black Ranger.
Right, it does.
Hello, listeners, gamers, button mashers, teabaggers, noobs, griefers, geeks, grown-ups, and internet. Welcome back to Console Drones Gamer Talk podcast. Talking video games right out of northern Arizona, somewhere in Washington. Once again, it's time for another show. This is season number 3, number 211. And you're listening to a weekly podcast where we talk about everything and anything, but mainly video games. I'm your host, Chris, and today, the full crew is here. Now enjoy the show.
It's time for What You Drinking and What Have You Been Playing.
Let's start off this week with Joe. What are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
Glenfiddich. That's what I'm drinking.
Bitch.
It's a Glenfiddich.
Itch.
You know what, bitch? It's
It was not me.
Glenfiddich.
I did not say it.
I know you didn't say it. I was looking at your lips. Your lips didn't move.
I said it for
It's
John
Glenfiddich.
because he was thinking
I
it.
totally thought it. I was like,
No.
Yeah, no.
Bitch.
And I did beat Immortals Phoenix Rising. I beat the normal game, the DLs, and both DLCs. So, yeah. And then I've also been playing Outriders and ESO.
Nice. Sweet.
That's it.
Miguel.
Miguel?
I think it's called Tesso. As we discussed last week, it's Tesso, Joe. Tesso. And Fittich.
I played The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Edition. Okay?
Unlimited edition?
Yes. The Elder Scrolls Online Plus Edition as well.
Fuck.
You're fucking
Now it's
A.
Glenfiddich.
Let your thumb out of your ass.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Next.
Thank you, Joe. All right, let's move on down to John. John, what are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking Teeling Irish whiskey. And this week I played a little bit of Warzone and Outriders. Played a bunch of Outriders. So I'm having a lot of fun.
Nice.
I
Nice.
think that's it.
Very cool. All right, let's move on down to Miguel. Miguel, what are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
Stop it,
Monster.
Joe. Move on.
Drinking Monster.
Joe.
Miguel, what are you drinking?
Whoa.
Stop it,
That
Joe.
was my phone.
And I've been playing Warzone and Outriders and trying to find new shows to watch. So I think that's all I played, though.
Watch anime.
I tried them. The ones I tried, I didn't really care for. But yeah, that's what I played, is those two.
Neat.
About you, Chris?
Oh, thank you, John. Let's see. I am drinking a cherry pomegranate mineral water. And on my Xbox Series X, I played a little bit of Warzone and logged into my ESO for a second just to do my daily shit. And then also I played some Outriders. And I can give my 2 cents about that a little bit later. We'll talk about Outriders a little bit more. And then, let's see, on my Quest 2, been playing Contractors, Hyperdash, and then I also played some Pavlov Shack, that for on App Lab, so it wasn't too bad. It was I don't know, not really a fan of that one. But that's pretty much what I played there, and then on my Switch, I'm still playing The Witcher. So that's pretty much me this week. All right, so it's time for the news. Joe, you ready?
Yeah.
Deuce's Weekly News, keeping us informed and up to date in the gaming industry.
Is that a yeah or a duh or a combo of both?
It was yeah. All right. So, same people that brought us Tetris 99, Super Mario Brothers 35. Guess what? Pac-Man 99 is coming out. New multiplayer game that riffs on Battle Royale will be coming to the Nintendo Switch Online.
Cool. That sounds fun. I like Pac-Man.
Anyway, BioWare outlines the changes that you can expect with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So you're looking at rebalancing, gameplay tuning, and more. Definitely a graphics boost. If you get a chance, YouTube has the side-by-side. I highly recommend watching that. Yeah, so there's a whole shitload of improvements that are going to be added to the game. So it's going to be a lot better. I know that the game was great originally, but it's even better. It's going to be even better. So, hi Monkey. Monkey, how do you pronounce this?
Yes, because he's going to tell us via chat.
He can type it out.
All right, Monkey, we need a
Have faith.
phonetic pronunciation of Glenfiddich.
Fiddick.
Joe argues it's Glenfiddich.
Joe, I really don't give a fuck. I just wanted to do that in John's behalf because I thought it was funny. God, not funny anymore. Stop.
Why couldn't it be Glenfiddich? Glenfiddich, because Brooke Lottie spelled
Glenn
that way
Fiddy.
too.
Yeah, that'll be the ghetto version. Glenn and then Fiddy.
So
Fitty.
Brooke Lottie, one of my favorite distillers, is ends in ICH too, but it's pronounced Brooke Lottie, not Brooke Lottie.
Okay.
Cool. Neat.
See, Glenfiddich.
It's not itch. Not an itch. ICH, bitch. It's ick. 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 Damn it. Anyway, GTA 5, MLB The Show 21, Zombie Army 4, Dead War, Disneyland Adventures, and Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure, are coming to the Xbox Game Pass this month. GTA 5 on Game Pass. MLB The Show on Game Pass. So
There's a lot of salty Sony ponies out there.
That's great.
Go. Get out. Go.
Stupid kids.
Nintendo, Xbox, Take-Two, and more are part of E3's 2021 digital lineup. I'm excited. So E3 2021 will be held June 12th through the 15th. And it's digital. So look for Capcom, Konami, Microsoft, Nintendo, Take-Two, Ubisoft, Warner, Koch Media, or Koch Media, however you want to say it. As noted, Activision, Blizzard, Bandai Namco, EA, Sega, Sony, Square Enix will not be there. So Activision, Blizzard, Bandai Namco, EA, Sega, Sony, and Square Enix will not be there.
Is that 3 years in a row for Sony? Or 2? I want to say it's 3.
Well, I mean, the last time that they played, they had that bullshit musical.
That's every year.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'm done with Sony right now at this point. Yeah. All right. Let's see. This is like a little tidbit. They're coming out with a game called Brewmaster. Stop it, silly. Sold out in Auroch Digital. They announced a simulation game called Brewmaster, where you can brew and craft your own beer.
Neat.
Do
You basically start. Shit, I wish there was a little fucking like spigot on the front of your Xbox that you could just pour it into the glass. Like,
It'd be cool if they could tie that game into like an actual brewery where you play the game and you make the recipe, and then they send you a sample, and you're like, "No, I don't like those. Let's fuck with that recipe."
Right.
That'd be kind of.
That would be cool. I think that would be really great.
Hell yeah, that'd be lit.
So there's actually you can enter competitions, you can earn beer tokens, upgrade your equipment, become even better at crafting your own beer. I mean, there's games for everybody, right? You create your own recipe, you set up your own home brewery, you brew your dream beer, you refine it, and it's realistic and authentic. So, yeah, it's a definitely simulation game. Look for it in 2022. Yeah. 2022. I actually would enjoy to see this on Oculus. I think that would be cool. Chris?
Yeah, I think it would be great, too, for, like, brewmasters. I have a friend that's a brewmaster. I think this would help them out, too, as well.
Yeah. So, the game is coming to PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S in 2022. So, look for that. That's it for the news.
Alrighty, then. We're going to move right on down to our dates. Demonic, are you ready?
Yes. Yes, I'm ready.
Demonic's dates, keeping us on track with what video games are coming out soon.
April 8th, tomorrow. Borderlands 3 Director's Cut DLC. Fuck off, Joe. PlayStation, Xbox on the 8th. What the dub? PlayStation 4, Xbox One on the 8th, and the Switch 2. Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 4 on the Switch. April 9th. Poison Control, PlayStation and Switch on April 13th. And y'all can fuck right off. I'm done.
That was Joe and John, by the way. All right, well.
Joe, give me back that fucking venomized Magneto.
No! Fucking Indian giver.
Holy shit. All right, well. Adios, Twitch.
Yeah. That's racist.
All right, well, it's time for the greatest segment in the world. John, are you ready?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, come on down. It's time for the More You Know with the Joker Drone.
All right. Oh, fuck. All right. This week on The More You Know, I have just random facts. Because why not? Coca-Cola was originally green. Every day, more money is printed for Monopoly than for the U.S. Treasury. The smartest dogs are Border Collie, Poodle, and Golden Retriever. The dumbest dog is Afghan. The Hawaiian alphabet has 12 letters. Men can read smaller print than women. Women can hear better. Chances that an American lives within 50 miles of where they grew up, 201 to 2. Amount American Airlines saved in 1987 by taking out one olive from each salad served in first class. $40,000. That's a lot of olives.
Wow.
Yeah. City with the most Rolls Royces per capita, Hong Kong. And that is 9. There's one more I wanted to read. Oh, average number of days a West German goes without washing his underwear. 7.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's
rough.
10 random facts that nobody needed to know. And you're welcome.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be racist about this. I'm sorry if it is, but it's funny. Rolls Royce. I would like to see them or hear them say Rolls Royce. I'm sorry. I don't mean for it to be racist. I just mean to be funny because I know it's fucking funny listening to it. But I think it would be funny having them say Rolls Royce because they don't say R.
Rose. I can't even
Miguel?
think of how they would say it.
No, it's L's that sound like R's.
So, and their R's sound like L's.
They can't say W's. Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. I don't know.
Monkey.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said it. Okay, monkey? Cancel me, monkey.
You've been
All
canceled.
right, and that's 10 random facts that nobody needed to know. The more you know.
All right. Well, thank you, John. We're going to move right into
welcome.
our What the Fucks for the week. Does anybody have any What the Fucks this week?
Yes.
And now it's time for our What the Fucks for the week.
John, go for it, bud.
Well, today I was supposed to be at Eli's football practice from 5 to 6, and I got there with all 3 kids in my truck, and we waited for about 10 minutes, and nobody on Eli's football team showed up, including the coach. Well, it turns out that they sent an email. Football was canceled today, and nobody bothered to check their email because
Probably check your email.
I'm not on that email list. Somebody else in my house.
You need to learn to fucking drive.
They don't know how to drive. So yeah, I went and sat in a parking lot for 15 minutes for nothing. But we did, on the positive side, we did get to do the podcast a little bit earlier today.
Yay. Woot.
That's it.
Fantastic. Any other What the Fucks this week?
I think we'll get to it in Outriders, but I mean, it has some broken elements. That's pretty what the fucky, for sure. But
Oh yeah,
I got a what the fuck about Phoenix or Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Okay.
So those of you that don't know, if you play the normal, just the regular game, you play through it, and then they have Game Plus mode, or where you keep all of your skills and powers and go into the new game. And then when you play the DLC, they don't allow you to take your character from the DLC back to the normal game. So,
it's like mating calls of whiskey bottles right now.
I know.
Miguel doesn't look entertained.
Yeah. And then I do like the second DLC was great, but I wish they would well, I can't say I wish, but the Eastern mythology is like super short compared to the normal Greek mythology, and it's just like, well, if you're going to throw that in there, you should put a lot more of the Eastern mythology into the game, but they didn't. So they only had 2 gods in the game, and it's just like, I wish there were more. So it was for the DLC. I mean, I'm glad I got the season pass because I didn't have to pay full price for it, but I think it's worth it. It's really cool what they did with the Eastern mythology, and you kind of learn from it. And gameplay is the same. Their skins change, enemies are still the same, but like I said, they changed the look. Yeah, humor is really great in it. I highly recommend it. And there was one thing that I noticed playing the Eastern mythology expansion, that there was an Assassin's Creed logo on one of the maps.
Oh, really?
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod. Kind of one of those things where I think the next Assassin's Creed may have to deal with China.
Vagina?
China.
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 Yeah, so that might be kind of cool. I know they already did the side scroller, like the mini arcadey game, the China one, but I think they might do a full scale, which they haven't done yet. So I think that would be really very interesting.
A full-scale China? Damn.
Yeah. It's deep.
Oh, fuck.
How deep?
Uh-oh.
So for me, what the fucks? Try to watch some animes. Not necessarily ones that Joe requested, but try to watch Pacific Rim: The Black. Yeah. I tried to watch Blood of Zeus. Meh. Yeah. I watched like 3 episodes of Blood of Zeus, and I kept passing out watching it. Granted, it was my go to sleep watching this, but I mean, I didn't really care for it. It wasn't that great, in my opinion. So
Next, try watch. Well, I'm gonna say they don't have it on Netflix, but Attack on Titan. If
no,
you
because
can.
there's lots of Funko Pops about that one. I'm not watching that one. Fuck you, Joe.
And actually watch My Hero Academia. It's actually pretty cool. You just have to have some control and say no. You know, because there's this real paper thin line right now that's got me not buying Dragon Ball Funko Pops, and also I have a 8-year-old son that wants his own Funko Pop collection. So it's like, fuck.
So
Yeah.
Speaking of investing in Funkos, Joe, what the fuck? I swear you said you were getting the shawarma table mosaic thing.
I said I wanted to. Remember, but then we had this big argument, and Ceci came in and was talking about it, and no. I want to.
Then you ordered the other ones already.
No. I said I wanted to. I wanted to, but no. No.
Okay. Did you order your Boba Fett, your Bounty Hunter collection?
No, I'm not doing that.
But it starts.
Any other what the fucks?
No.
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead, Chris.
So yeah, this last week we had a deep freezer go out, and we did not know that it went out on us, and we had some food in there still, like chicken and other food.
I don't know. That's like one of my what the fucks. How do you not know when your freezer goes out? Like, you're supposed to be in there, like, checking on stuff and, like, using the food in the freezer.
Literally, like 2 days ago, we used the freezer. We put a pizza in there, and then it went out. Just a couple days later, it just didn't. We just didn't go in it for a couple days, and I guess it went out.
Yeah.
Because it was, when I opened it to put the pizza in, it was fine.
Yeah, but dude, that smell that came out of that freezer, it smelled like it had been out for like months.
Dude, well, yeah, it was sitting in the sun once we got it out of the house early once we knew what the fuck happened. We got that shit out, and it was sitting in the sun for like half, for a whole day that day before.
Oh, and then you called me to have me help you move it.
We didn't empty it first, Chris?
No, we emptied the food. There was just freaking chicken water at the bottom of it, and I had asked my wife, I want to rinse this out, and she said the neighbors would get pissed off at us and say something. I'm like, well, I would like to rinse it out because it would get the smell out of
your
here.
Neighbors.
That's what I said, but I'm not going to piss off her, and on top of it, maybe my neighbors. I don't think they would have fucking said something, but that's just me. But yeah. Anyhow, it was fucking rough. I appreciate Miguel and Joe responding to my phone calls on that shit because it was pretty rough. I know Miguel couldn't jump in and do it at the time, but I didn't want him to also fuck up his truck either. So it was pretty gnarly, Miguel. So.
Oh, I would have gone and helped. It's just it was a Thursday and I was working. So.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I was working too, but
yeah, it was Friday.
Yeah, you should
go Friday, Joe?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So he was still working Friday too, right?
No,
Dude.
Friday was a fucking holiday. Fuck off, Joe.
Well, oh yeah, that was another thing too. I almost worked Friday, and if it wasn't for my boss telling me that he was going to go fishing and it was a holiday, I would have worked Friday.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Son of a bitch!
What, you
yeah.
forgot?
Yeah, he forgot.
Well, because so what I did was our cal. Oops, fuck that. No, I'm kidding. No, the calendar didn't upload on my work calendar because you could upload holidays, but it didn't upload the holidays. And when I opened it in the Outlook, there was no holiday. So we had switched over programs to a different, like SharePoint or whatever, and SharePoint had all the holidays. So then I had to go to SharePoint, upload all the holidays, and there it was. So but luckily my boss caught it. So he was like, "You're working tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's all, "Well, I'm fishing because it's a holiday." I'm like, "Whoa, fishing holiday, huh?" And he's like, "It's a real holiday." Oh, I didn't know. So yeah, I spent
Yeah.
Well done, Joe.
Boeing doesn't give us Friday off for Easter.
And I learned that some countries do Monday.
Easter Monday.
Yeah, so like the UK and everybody and France and everybody does Easter Monday. Is that because they have diabetic comas from Easter? I don't know. They don't celebrate it like we do. They're not fat like we are. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
anyway,
Anywho, yeah. So that was fun. That's all my what the fucks really was just the whole freezer thing. So it sucked, but thanks guys, and we'll move on to. I guess we're gonna talk a little bit about Outriders at this moment, and if you guys want to talk a little bit more about it, I can give my 2 cents on how I felt about it. But
Go.
all right. So I did feel like the game had some mixed elements within the game. So it was like a hodgepodge of stuff. So kind of like what you're going off of, like Defiance, and that kind of felt like the control mechanics in a way, like the rolling and whatnot kind of felt like Defiance in a way. Some of the environments kind of felt Defiance-y. But I also kind of felt there was some elements of Division in there too, with like the equipment and stuff like that. It had some Division elements put in there. It did have a little bit of Destiny 2 elements, kind of like within the hub world. That hub world totally reminded me of Destiny 2. So like when you're in the hub world, walking around and whatnot, kind of felt like Destiny 2. The abilities, I don't know. The abilities kind of more like Anthem type of feel in a way. So, Joe?
what character did you go with? What class?
Right now I'm playing the Pyromancer. I kind of want to change it though, but I just kind of went with Fire at this point. Miguel? Anybody else? No. But no, I'm enjoying the game. I think it's a lot of fun. I did played with some randos on multiplayer on co-op just to kind of see like what the loot looks like compared to playing single player. And because it did say that when you're playing co-op online, the loot is better.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did get a couple weapons that were green automatically right in the beginning when I was playing co-op. So that was pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys play co-op together and whatnot. Was your loot better?
I don't play by myself.
Yeah,
often.
we got to a point where playing by ourselves is detrimental. You can't get past.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm level 18.
Right. I got to level like 4 or 5, and then I had to jump into co-op because I was like, God damn, this is getting rough.
Yeah.
So it gets pretty hardcore.
Yep. Especially if you let the world tiers automatically update.
Yeah.
It gets pretty tough.
And that totally reminded me of Division 2 when I saw that the world tier system was totally like the Division for sure.
What I enjoy is that if you want to, you can, like if you go back, like if we were to join your game, we would play on your world tier.
Oh, okay. So
it wouldn't be like in Division, if I remember correctly. In Division, if you were playing with people who are way above you, the NPCs who were attacking you would be in that level or split the difference between you and the people that are way above you.
Yes, that's right.
But in this game, you can you can play the world tier of the lowest person you're with. So like we could play with you and help level you up.
Correct. So the mechanics are a little bit different in the Division, but the world tier thing is kind of similar. But the mechanics
the difference in the world tier is different because,
yes,
like I said, if you guys were the max level and I was just beginning, it would split the difference. So I still wouldn't have a chance.
Right.
And you guys were able to roll them. Well, in this, it's your level, and we're just demolishing them with our pistols.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The mechanics is slightly different in Division versus this game. I'm just saying that where it actually has the world tier bar up there and stuff is very similar to what the Division has. Because I don't think I've ever seen any other game that actually shows world tier, and then as you level up, that changes, and it's displayed within your HUD, I guess. So. But anyhow, it's a lot of fun. It definitely has a lot of feels of a bunch of different games. I feel like the abilities are pretty unique. Only playing the Pyromancer right now, I don't know what the other characters do. I'm sure there's crowd control and certain things of that nature, or like tanking abilities, which I heard that's what your character is you're playing a tank. So
no, I switched because Monkey was a tank, so I switched to a sniper.
Gotcha.
But as a sniper, what's that? Technomancer. But as a Technomancer, I have the ability to heal my teammates as well as put down like rocket barrages, and I get a rocket launcher and some other things. I can throw mines out. So it's pretty cool.
Miguel, what character are you playing as?
As a trickster, I get fucked up all day long because I jump into the middle of a pile of enemies and just get fucking slapped around while John's trying to support me from afar. So my abilities include the ability to teleport behind the enemies, and it kind of stuns them. I can set a point where I can go back to. So like I set it, I run around. It's like Recall by Tracer. I have like a sword slash, so generally I'll teleport behind them, use the sword slash, and whoever's in front of me, they'll all be affected by it. It slows them down. The big thing about this class is slowing down time. So
gotcha, crowd control.
It's like slowing down your enemies. Yeah. I have a giant dome that slows down anything in it, including bullets
and rockets.
Oh, that was awesome.
Wasn't it?
There was a mortar that got called in, and I threw a bubble down, and all the rockets are coming in, and they just freeze. Yeah, they just freeze in the bubble. But aside from that, there was one other one that I can't think of that I have unlocked. But yeah, that's the abilities of the trickster. So I end up jumping into a crowd of enemies and occasionally getting murdered because I get slapped by 5 of them at a time. Gotcha. And then John's all by himself.
Yeah, but I'm also healing you and sniping at him from a distance while you're keeping all of their attention.
I am the fodder. Look at me, I'm over here. Look at me over here.
He's the jester to get everybody's attention.
Yeah, it's too bad we can't play with 4.
That's what I do too. Can teleport behind them.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
cut that bitch out. Oh wait, that's the dog. That's the
Outriders is super fun. I enjoyed it. Joe?
Yeah, I want to say it is fun. I have advanced my Pyromancer character up a little bit, so I think I'm level 8 or 9 right now. And I was able to unlock another ability. So, I mean, I could see it being awesome at the higher levels. It's kind of like you take health, you siphon health from everyone that's on the map.
Oh, nice.
Not just within a certain range, but everybody that's visible and it's marked, you take their health. So and I could see you upgrading that ability to take like everybody's health. And it's just like you can go through and clear a room just by tapping whatever button, and it just clears the room. So, it's I just think it's cool. I like it. It's very fast paced.
Yes.
I noticed, in that game, like when you're running, it feels like Gears of War. When you're in cover, it feels like Division. It looks like Defiance. It's, there's like Chris said, it's a hodgepodge, but you have to like mentally not stay in that niche of like, I'm playing the Division. No, I'm not. I have to run around, and you have to like keep an eye on the cooldown time of all of your skills, because as soon as they're available, use them. It's not like, oh, well, I'm going to wait till all three. No, like as soon as one is available, use it, especially if it siphons health. Because at least I know what the Pyromancer does. With the Pyromancer, it's like as soon as a ability is available, use it. Don't wait for all three, because by then your health is going to be so far down that it's just like, fuck, I can't even do it. So
And for the Trickster, I mean, I generally, for the ones I have set, I generally wait for 2 because I like to teleport behind them and then do my slash. But yeah, to Joe's point, I mean, they cool down fairly quickly. So if you have it, use it.
And as you progress, you can mod the guns that you have, and the different mods you can put on them can do things like reducing the cooldown time for your special abilities. And you can do that for any piece of your armor can buff your abilities, your weapons. All the mods you put on those can buff your abilities as well. So it's pretty cool to be able to do that, to be like, oh, this is the mod, this is the ability that I have equipped, because you can only equip 3 abilities at once, and you have I think there's 8 total to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can only equip 3. So then you can mod your weapons to be like my healing one. It initially had a cooldown time of like 28 seconds, but I've modded my weapons enough that now my weapons and my armor enough that now my cooldown time is 17 seconds.
Yeah, so your loadout build and your respecking of your items is pretty key. Because, I mean, you can get something that's a high-level armor, but it could totally buff something you're not even using. So you have to go in and change it to... Yeah, you have to go mod it to the way you want to play. I do want to say...
Didn't Borderlands have something like that? What game had that where you could mod your armor?
Division does that. You can change your mod
Yeah.
list. Yeah.
That's right.
Something like that too.
Yeah, I think Division did.
Division had armor mod, yeah.
This is a conversation for Joe. I don't think Joe likes the crafting system because it's not a crafting system. Joe, give me your thoughts on the crafting system. That's a respec system in all reality.
I haven't crafted anything.
Exactly.
It's not crafting. You're modding your weapons and armor.
Oh, you mean like
crafting?
Total, or because I haven't done it in the game yet.
Oh,
there's no crafting in the game. It's modding your existing armor and weapons, but they called it crafting.
Oh, fuck that. Well, no, they call it crafting because when you scrap shit, you get scrap. And you use the scrap to do bullshit.
To modify your weapons.
That's not true crafting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just as bad as crafting on Tesso on the PC.
You call it Tesso?
Tesso. He called it Tesso.
I like Tesso. It sounds like it should have 2 S's.
Sounds like a ninja game if you do it that way.
He hated saying it. Just look at him. He's mad now.
I know, like, fuck Tesso.
Fucking Tesso.
I hope the next God of War is the God of War. So every time you say God of War, it's like, no, it's the God of War.
Okay. Okay. Sure thing, Joe. Whatever you say. Reaching for that one, aren't you?
So earlier Miguel mentioned what the fucks. There are some crash issues with the game. The one, what was it, Miguel? You found out that if you put
it wasn't me, that was Joe.
Oh, it was Joe that found out that we kept getting kicked out of the game. I kept getting kicked out. Joe's kept crashing. I know that I played with Cervante and his kept crashing. Miguel's never crashed because he's an asshole. So apparently if you put an item in your stash box, your game won't crash. And it did crash for me one time after doing that, but then it didn't crash again. Yes, Joe.
To be fair. If you purchase the Hellbringer pack and you receive the weapons in your inventory, the game crashes. So, to clarify, if you get the Hellbringer pack and you take all of the Hellbringer weapons and put them in your inventory, the game will crash. So take all of your Hellbringer shit and keep it in your stash until you're the appropriate level to use it. Then you can take it out of your stash and your game won't crash. That's why my game was crashing, and I found that out.
Oh. So that doesn't apply to me.
I purchased the Hellbringer pack. Okay? I purchased the Hellbringer pack. That's why my game crashed.
The game was free.
Game was free. I'm like, well, I'll just buy the pack. So I just bought the pack.
Is it worth it?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to level 10 yet. You can't use any of the shit until level 10. Plus, it unlocks like a special banner, and it unlocks some cool shit for the truck, and an emote. But that's it. So, you know.
Oh, I have my favorite emote in that game.
Yeah. And then it's a dance, and then on the screen it says demonic drone is bringing down the IQ of the group.
Yeah, it's so the dance is, you know, the dance that Pennywise does in the It movies.
He sent it. It was the GIF in the
which
group
is
chat.
No, it's the.
Oh yeah, it's this one.
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
kick into the side.
Which is from Fortnite initially, right?
Uh-huh.
So it says in the upper right hand side of the screen that I'm lowering the group's IQ when I do that emote.
Yeah,
That's so awesome.
yeah, that dance.
That dance.
I'm like, why does it say you're lowering the IQ? So I walk up and he's doing that dance. I was like, oh. Yeah.
That's funny.
So other than the crashes, Miguel, did you have any what the fucks about it? Because you said something earlier.
I mean, other than, well, I don't have a crash issue, but the game not progressing correctly.
Yeah.
Like, John and I finished a mission, and then Cervante couldn't get in, so we left to the lobby and went back so he could try to get back in, and it made us redo the mission again. So it didn't save our progress.
I have
It
what the fuck.
It gave us all our loot that we had got through that whole progression, but we had to redo the fucking mission. So, Joe.
My what the fuck is playing with somebody that doesn't have the same system that you do.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, yes, that 127%.
I don't know.
So Miguel and I were playing. Miguel and I both have a Series X. John was playing.
Yeah.
John has a 1X, and
fuck you.
The load times are like, Jesus Christ, I can go like make cupcakes if I wanted to. Jesus.
We have to load in at the rate that John's system loads. So
yeah, whoever's playing across platforms, if whoever has the lower system, that's who everyone else has to wait for.
I was gonna.
So if we're playing with John, we have to wait for John.
Because, well, that's one thing I noticed right away when I started playing with John.
And you need me because I'm carrying your asses.
I told John, I was like, you know, this game, when I play without anyone else in my lobby, I mean, I load in 10 seconds. I've been sitting here for fucking 30 seconds at 80% waiting for your fucking game to load.
Smoke right. Anyway.
Yeah, well, you should try playing with Cervante.
Why, does he have a 360?
No, I'm pretty sure he's on a
one.
I think he's got an OG Xbox. And that's probably why
the original Xbox?
That's probably why he keeps fucking crashing too.
Yeah, if it's on the original, I'd guarantee you it's gonna crash more. Yeah, I was gonna say something about that because I played some randos and it was variable when it came to loading, and I was like, "What's going on? Like, why is it loading slower and faster?" And that totally makes sense now. I must have been gaming with people with older systems and then gaming with people with newer systems. So that makes total sense. Okay, cool.
Series X, 10 seconds, done.
Yeah.
Max.
I thought it was my internet. I thought my internet just took a shit during those times or something. Okay. Cool.
Nope.
John,
buy a Series X. Joe, go ahead and pay for it. Okay.
Okay, don't tell Sissy.
Why would I tell Sissy?
Anyway, Then Miguel, you had problems with like your abilities not working properly.
Oh, yeah. So my teleport ability, like I said, it teleports behind them and stuns them. Occasionally, I will fucking try to do that ability, and I will teleport in the exact same spot that I'm already standing in, which generally there's a range thing, so I have to get up medium distance to teleport behind someone. So when I do that, generally I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere in the wide open, and then I try to teleport way across the map to somebody and be behind them. But it puts me right back where I was standing, and I just continue to be shot at out in the open, and then I'm retreating for cover. Then I have to retreat for cover. Fucking game. Or pop my my bubble shield, and then nothing can hurt me.
You pop your bubble shield?
Bubble shield. Pop it. Like a cherry.
I've had instances where I've been behind cover and I've stood up to shoot somebody, and there's like invisible wall there where I'm shooting, and it's like cement is breaking off in front of me, even though there's nothing there. I'll launch one of my abilities is a rocket, and I'll launch a rocket, and it'll just hit this invisible wall right in front of me.
No, I've had the one where I've had a rifle and I've zoomed in on the scope, and I sat there and I pulled the trigger like 3 or 4 times, and there was no hit damage. And I zoomed back out, and it's a K rail, which only comes up to like your waist, and there were bullet holes right in the top of it. And I'm like, what the? Yeah. Anyway.
Or like somebody be an enemy will be in like a piece of bridge scaffolding that's got holes all over it, and you can clearly see their head, and you shoot at their head, and it doesn't hit them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because that wall is not there, but you won't let bullets through.
One thing I appreciate about this game, I mean, it's double-edged sword. It's cool, but it's annoying at the same time. In most games, when you kill an enemy, they become invisible to bullets, and your bullets go through them and shoot whatever's directly behind it. If you continue to shoot someone who is dead, that is falling to the ground, they will absorb the bullets, and you will not hit whoever's standing behind them.
Oh,
also, if your teammate walks in front of you, you will hit them and not the enemy.
I do it to John all the time.
Yep. But that's okay. You're out there doing the dirty work. I'm just sitting back supporting.
Then stop yelling at me about it.
Get the fuck out of my way.
That's funny.
Overall, very enjoyable. I kind of wish it was a little more open, but I mean, it is what it is. John.
Every time you go to find somebody, we've run into one of 2 scenarios. A, that person doesn't want to come back with you.
Oh, yeah.
Or B, that person's dead. Every single time.
Every mission.
And it's like, all right. But other than that, I'm really enjoying how the story is progressing, and I'm looking forward to finishing the story at some point. I don't even know how long the story is going to take, but I like it so far.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a interesting game how they put all these different types of games together, and made it one. So we'll see. I haven't really got to game with you guys at all on that game yet, so I'm kind of interested in possibly trying to do that one of these days. So we'll see.
So it is a max of 3 people?
Yeah, I know.
Co-op?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. Stupid. Should be 4.
Should be. But
whatever. So I got tired of the game for a little bit there. It's better now, but I went back and I fucking held John's hand while he was doing missions I'd already done. Then I went back and held Monkey's hand while he was doing missions that I already did. And then we went and helped Joe. And then when we got around to Cervante, who had just gotten in, me and John both were like, Cervante, you're playing in our game. We're not going to your game. We're not doing those fucking missions again.
And he was totally cool with it.
Yeah, he was totally fine.
He was like, oh, that's fine. It'll be fun. And so basically we power leveled him.
Yeah, I'm down to do that too. You don't have to come back.
I mean, it's cool, but like to a point though. It's kind of like if you want to play the game to enjoy like the actual story and find out what the game's about, not just beat it because you just want to beat it, then you kind of lose out on some of the things. But I know he could power level with you guys and then go back to his game and play those missions at a higher level.
Yeah.
So I get that. I really get that. But
and honestly, I think for a lower level person, I think it would be more enjoyable. I mean, maybe it'd be more enjoyable to play with the higher level people in their game and then go back and do their own. Because when I played with Cervante today in his game on was it World Tier 6? Like, I was just blowing everybody away, and it was like, all right, I'm just basically standing out in the open, taking all of the damage, shooting everybody.
But what does that low-level person contribute to in your game, though? Like, are they really doing anything, or are they just like bullet sponge? Like, shoot him, I'll kill you.
No, he hides out in the back. He's a sniper too.
Oh, okay.
So he's hiding out in the back, taking pop shots at people.
But I feel like, I can't be for sure, but I feel like they kind of ramp up to be on a level playing field. I mean, his damage is lower on his weapons and he's in our world tier, but I'm pretty sure it balances it to where his my assumption would be that the enemy he's shooting at is his tier. Like,
so your
health to damage ratio, whereas they're the same for me and John. Health to damage ratio. I put out more damage, but they have more health. For Serve, he puts out less damage, but they have less health. That's how I assume that it's done, because it's not like he was just a squishy, dead, and not killing anything person. He was contributing, so.
He did get down a lot, though.
No, I was just gonna say, it just their scale. You're saying that they scaled down the enemy for him for whatever he sees. They scaled down his stuff to be more towards his level. Or do you think they scaled up his level?
I think maybe.
That's what I think. I can't confirm or deny, but I mean, he was.
Gotcha.
It's not like he was just dying repeatedly. Yeah, he went down a few times, but he hasn't played it as much in his defense as well.
Yeah, he was a level 4 at that point. We were doing, what were we, level 12 or level 15 and 16 at that time?
Gotcha.
So he was way out of his element, but he got down, but he got back up.
Did I.
Yeah, we had to redo that mission 3 times. And then we had to do it again without him.
Yeah. I would think the game would scale up his character instead of scale downing the enemy's level, in my opinion.
Might be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a better...
It's scaling something.
Yeah, it is in some way.
He's not just tickling the enemies.
And I mean, he's not doing as much damage, I don't think, but he's doing damage and killing enemies.
Well, if he's killing them, then yeah, they probably did scale him up for sure. Cool. Sounds fun, though. I can't wait. I'm excited to actually game with some friends instead of randos, because, I mean, I'm not really talking to nobody. I'm just trying to see what the loot looks like, really.
Yeah, that's another thing about this game. So I think we've become really accustomed to co-op games or multiplayer games and teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
This game is... everyone goes and does their own thing, and there's no communication really needed unless you're dying. But, I mean, I'm on one side of the map, John's on the other side of the map, and we're just killing things, and it's not like, oh, go to the left, go to the right, and... I mean, it's just fucking loot and shoot and just spray everything in your way.
Right.
I mean, if you get to a point where you do have to retry a mission because you die, then you're like, all right, let's try doing this, because we did one where we're like, what if we go run that way? It was the one that I did by myself first. I was like, I need your help with this.
Yeah.
It was kind of going up the hill. You remember that? You know which one I'm talking about.
Exactly.
But we're like, we did it like 2 or 3 times, and we're like, okay, let's a new strategy.
It's funny though, because John and I have both done that, where we go off and play a game on our own, and then we regroup together like the next day, and it's like, hey John, I went and tried this, and it was fucking terrible. I need your help. And then we get into that game, and the other person's like, yeah, that was hell.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I haven't played any of my level. I haven't progressed any of my level by myself, because it's not really worth it.
You get fucking destroyed if you leave it on automatic world tier.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because it's hard.
Joe.
Yes, Joe.
No, I'm getting destroyed right now. It's like I said, it took me 4 tries to get through one segment of the mission. Because every time you play, your XP continues to grow, and it doesn't like reset when you die. Your world tier resets, or it goes down a level.
It goes
after you
down every
die.
time you die.
So, but
Your XP does it though, right?
your XP. So your XP you can sit there and grind through and die and grind through and die until you get, a drop or until you level up to add a class point, and then you're at the level playing field and you're like, fuck you bitches,
Yeah. Interesting.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's
It's a
free on
fun game.
Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, and when I first started playing the game, I was like, I really want to fight the monsters and all that. Because, I got tired of killing people because that's what most of the beginning of the game is. And once you get to the beasts, they just overwhelm you.
Yeah, especially those fucking spiders.
I haven't been there yet, so I'm not sure yet.
I
been
mean,
there
what
yet.
spiders? There's no spiders.
I saw spiders in the opening video.
That's the... Yep,
That's
you gotta...
the-
Yeah.
That one.
But wait till you get to the brood mother. That's not a spider.
It's not a
The
spider.
fucking brood mother. God.
Like it looks like one of the elite from Halo mixed with something. I don't know.
It kind of reminds me of the Demigorgon
I don't know what that is.
from Stranger Things.
I've never watched it.
My God.
Fuck off, Joe.
Stranger Things. It's not. It looks kind of like it's a scary show, but it's for teens. It's not that. It's not scary.
Yeah.
Go watch Stranger Things.
It's not scary. It's a nice throwback to those of us that grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, man.
I was alive in the 80s.
We're like what? We're like the same age, John.
You're like 38. I'm like 36.
Oh, wow. I'm not that old. Am I?
I know.
I'll
You're
be
37.
38 this year.
You're 37.
I'm 37.
He said he's
Yeah, and I'll be 37 this year. I don't remember the 80s. That's all I'm saying.
I'm the boomer of the group. Oh, my
You are.
God.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay.
Oh, God. All right.
Well, good stuff.
Monkey. Monkey's never seen Stranger Things either. Yeah.
We're gonna jump right into rando shit. Since are we done with Outsiders? Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Outriders.
Outsiders.
Yeah. That
Outriders.
is it. Outriders. So yeah, Outriders.
Outriders.
You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
Anyhoot. Yeah. Let's
Miguel.
jump into rando. Miguel, go ahead.
So I tried the anime thing, and has anyone watched? Moving on from anime, because has anyone watched Supernatural?
Yes.
No.
No. Oh. How is it, Chris? Because I started watching it. Thoughts? Should I continue?
It's not bad. I didn't really get hooked into it. I watched a few episodes and I was like, it's all right. And then I kind of stopped. So it didn't really grab me as much as I thought it would. But maybe
Okay.
you'll like it better.
We'll see.
A lot of the, I don't know. There's a lot of nerds that love it, love the characters. I haven't seen it personally, so I can't comment on it. But it's like, I don't know. I stopped watching CW sitcoms like after Buffy. That's how long it's been since I've watched.
Mhm.
Those type of. I'm not saying it's from the CW, but I'm just saying it's like,
It might be.
those types of sitcoms. I haven't watched like any of that shit since Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm no. I did watch the Winx one, the fairy one. I liked it. So it's like the live action adaptation of the cartoon, the Winx the Fairy Club. But it's Netflix made it, and it's live action, and it's more teen audience, more teen oriented.
I think I've seen
And the chick is pretty hot. I'm sorry, but she's a ginger and she's pretty hot. So, Chris,
I think I've seen that one. Is that like similar to like kind of like Harry Potter but with fairies? I guess they go to that school and shit.
Harry Potter.
Fairy. Yeah.
there's a I'll call it Fairy Potter. Okay, Risky, shut the fuck up, Risky. Okay, you like Harry Pooper. Okay, fucking. I'm gonna wave a stick in your face. Jesus Christ.
Harry Potter. Go ahead.
It wasn't horrible. Jesus. Come on. Give me a break.
Oh, God.
Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. Like I haven't gotten into Supernatural. Yeah, like the original Supernatural for me was the X-Files, but
That was a good one.
I'm a boomer, so what do I know?
All right, and then so my other one. So I finished the Last Wish, the first book from the Witcher series, and some context for you guys. So the whole the Djinn episode. So, I mean, Geralt's not looking for a Djinn. He is with Dandelion. Dandelion just happens to find the Djinn's lamp, and Geralt, his first wish isn't shut up Dandelion. He the Djinn gets out, he attacks Dandelion, and Geralt remembers an exorcism phrase that someone taught him, and he says it. And that was his first wish. It turns out the phrase from the exorcism, because he doesn't know what it means, what he tells the genie to do as his first wish, and this is why the genie's so pissed, why the Djinn's so mad, is get out of here and go fuck yourself. So his first wish is telling the Djinn to go fuck himself. So the Djinn has to do what he says. So the genie, that's why the Djinn's so mad.
What was that movie? Oh fuck! Sorry, that reminded me of the movie. I think it's called The Wishmaster. Have you ever seen The Wishmasters? Like way back. And it was anyway, it was a movie about a genie, but every wish that was made was twisted, and it was kind of like a horror movie. And there was an inmate that met the Wishmaster and wished that his lawyer would go fuck himself. And in the interrogation room, the lawyer's hip, like they don't show it, but his hip rotates, and he basically just like starts fucking himself in the interrogation room. It just reminded me about that, but yeah.
That's awesome.
I think that's all I got.
Who's MSFW? Hi, by the way.
I know.
Would you guys snack on your wiener if you could? Like, I don't know.
No.
Like eat
It's a
it?
loaded question.
Yeah, it's a holy
It's a loaded
crap.
question.
This chat is awesome tonight.
Reddit or Meetup? I don't know what that is. Anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I got Funko.
Oh shit.
Who's that? Oh, okay.
The Joker, Martha Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
Neato.
She got a little hammer.
We're getting hammered.
There's a little hammer in her hand. Yeah. So, new Funko.
Cool. That's awesome, John. Anything else? You guys got any other rando shit this week?
Fuck off and go fuck yourself.
All right. Thanks. Cool. I don't know what's happening right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know who MSFW is.
I have no idea.
We got a troll in here. We got a fucking
Trollo.
troll. Trollo.
Woo!
Hey, we got moderators in here too. They can pull. They could get their first kill right now.
I mean, I would, but somebody's an asshole.
Headshot.
Come on.
The fuck?
Anyways.
I don't know who MSFW is.
I don't know
Anyway,
who this
better.
is either.
Either
Pitter
way.
patter. Let's get.
But anyway.
Any other rando?
No, I don't have anything. Nope. No
No.
rando shit. So I guess we're gonna close this thing up. This is episode number 211. I'm out, or number 211. We'll play some video games. I'm out. Peace.
Oh, it's
Hey,
7
John.
o'clock.
I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and maybe get
You're
on
not going to get on.
Outriders.
You're not going to get on.
I might. We'll see what's going on in the house.
By the time you get on, it's going to be 7:45, and then you're going to play for a half hour, and then you're going to go to bed. Nah, I'm not getting on.
Feet. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta wait for dinner. Dinner's being delivered.
What'd you get?
From?
Chipotle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
When you
So-
say delivered, are you saying
The wife is picking
delivered?
it up and driving it home. Yeah, picking it up. I'm getting it delivered.
Oh, it's not DiGiorno?
Can she deliver to me too?
No, she's already ordered it. She's on her way. You waited too long.
You didn't tell me. Son of a
You didn't ask. Sorry.
Okay, now every week I'm going to be like, Joe, you guys getting Chipotle tonight?
What's for dinner? What's for dinner?
For dinner, Joe's at Chipotle?
Oh, geez. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to play some Outriders, try and beat this level. So,
Cool.
game on.
I'll join you, Joe. Game on.
I might join you.
There goes our load
on.
time.
Have fun.
Game on.
Game on.
First one's there. Bye, John. Game on.
Turn on my Xbox right now. Game on.
I'm gonna go eat dinner, so I won't be the first one there.
Bye, John.
Okay.
This concludes another Console Drones Gamer Talk podcast. Season 3, biatch!
Now let's get out of here and destroy this whole universe.
Torching.